There are more than a few guidebooks available that present their readers really with get-rich schemes and their surefire opportunities, well, that end up leading to nothing more than lost money. And it's in such a marketplace, it can be really difficult to see buying, well, any kind of guidebook. Unfortunately, there's a great book out there that simply seeks to show people the actual value of farming tilapia and building a business. Now, this tilapia farming guide and the review on it that I'm doing here, it's done not just to praise the book, but to really give praise to the attitude behind it. The tilapia farming, well, it's an industry that's certainly booming. It's a booming business, but there also has to be there has to be some sound expert advice available too. The tilapia farming guide, it stands out from the pack because it actually is written by an expert. Somebody who grew up in Louisiana and has firsthand experience with the fishing business in the Gulf. Now, his goal, of course, is educating customers about tilapia farming and helping to boost the economy of his home region. And it's one that certainly resonates with most readers. Most importantly is the fact that, well, the advice that's presented in here is in a manner that, well, it's meant to help people. Instead of selling you a product, it's there to actually help people, and that it helps to give you advice that's grounded in reality, and it ensures that the information here will remain useful. Now, one of the truly fantastic parts of the book that really is a highlight is it outlines the process of growing tilapia fish without promising any sort of overnight success. I mean, the book is great. It's a great guide for those who really want to get into the business, but it's also important to note this book is really for those who are serious about learning more than a process of raising tilapia. I mean, there's a great deal of information here about catfish farming and tilapia fish farming tanks, and all of this is used to educate the reader, not just to make promises about future wealth. The book itself, it's very straightforward. It's easy to read. Tilapia Fish Farming Guide. This tilapia farming handbook. It outlines exactly what steps are really necessary to turn a profit in the business. And to me, it means not only spending the time to talk about the steps that are necessary to satisfy the legal requirements of setting up your farm, but also the process of buying tilapia fish and the fish farming equipment and the tilapia farming training that you're going to need to undergo to stay successful in the business. I mean, the book presents everything in a very straightforward term, and it allows you, as an individual with no farming experience at all, to change your business around to being profitable and successful, and it gives you a great chance to learn about the business. This Tilapia Fish Farming Guide, it's great for anyone who wants to really learn more about the farming business or wants to start a tilapia farm. I mean, there are a few bells and whistles included with the guide, but I mean, it's part of the book's charm. And the guide seeks really to give readers the information that will not only help them, but their communities. And in an age of books that read more like elaborate pyramid schemes, it's really kind of refreshing to find something that is actually useful and has the ability to really improve lives.